Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCST2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SBI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SBI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SBI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in alpine Wyoming.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities. opportunities.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Welcome inside Evanston High School for the semifinal round of girls basketball. Dow, Star Valley, and Natrona County to go at it here in just 1 minute away.
Yeah, both of these teams had two battles earlier in the season. The Lady Braves came out on top of both of them, but this one likely to go down to the wire in the fourth quarter.
As tournament play sometimes goes, you have no idea when you start. We thought we were late, and then Evanston High School decided to not do the scheduled 30-minute intermission. So now we're closer to being on time, still 20 minutes back, but don't have the intermission, so we apologize. No First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off as part of our pregame coverage. Appreciate the help of First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit GoFirstBank.com. That is GoFirstBank.com. Let's introduce the varsity lineup and the roster for the Star Valley Lady Braves.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Welcome back. Starting lineup being announced for Natrona. Number 2 is Raina Reese. Number 10, Joss Baraines. Number 12, L.A.K. Sheets. Number 15, Billy Coleman. And number 20 is Elena Ducher. Head coach J.R. Wolfson. Let's go courtside to Millie Kazare for a quick update and the Miles CPA courtside report. We'll go down to Millie here in just a few moments, and we'll kick it over to Dow. And he'll have the starting lineup for the starting lineup for the Lady Braves.
Lady Braves wearing their white tonight, trimmed in crimson and gold. A junior, second leading scorer for Star Valley, Morgan McGee, wearing number 3. A senior wearing number 4, one of the Lady Braves' top 3-point shooters in percentage. That's Cam Mackey. Leading the Lady Braves in scoring as a senior wearing number 5, that is Ambry Nelson. Hudson Kleeman wearing number 12, she is a junior. And rounding out the starting 5, a junior wearing number 22, Avery England. The Lady Braves coached by Kate Erickson, assisted by Jason Kazare, as well as Shaylin Hathaway and Alan Simpson.
Starting lineup made possible with the help of Mountain Star Products. Millie, quick report.
Yes, Coach Erickson told me it's really important that the Lady Braves start strong. The last time these teams met, the Braves created plenty of good looks offensively, but struggled to convert, which forced them to play from behind early. He said a key focus for tonight will be rebounding. He said that Natrona is super long and super big, so we have to work on boxing out and making a really big game plan. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you. Opening tip-off is won by the Natrona Phillies, and we are underway here at Evanston High School. Semifinal round winner takes it to the championship game and to Casper as Natrona quickly to the line, no good, or quickly to the rim, no good, but a foul. That will put Billy Coleman to the free throw line for 2 early on.
8 seconds in, and a foul is an aggressive drive to the hoop. Hudson Kleeman going to be whistled for that one. First personal, first team foul. And to the line. That free throw is good. This is Billy Coleman, number 15. And Billy comes into the weekend shooting 47% from the free throw line. Second one is away, and that one's too strong, no good. And tracked down by Morgan McGee.
McGee quickly up the left sideline. She wants to run with it, cuts in on the angle to the rim. No, but she's fouled. And so both teams quickly exchanging fouls, and that's going to put Morgan McGee to the Riverside Dental free throw line. Clock stopped at 7:46 to play in the opening period, and one team foul apiece early in the game.
Looks like Ella K. Sheets going to be whistled for that one. First personal, first team. Morgan McGee, that one no good. That's kind of unusual. Although it does happen occasionally. Morgan leading the team at 82% from the free throw line. She'll get another.
Second attempt, no good. Missed them both. Remains 1-0. Phillies on top. Across the half-court line. Working over to the left to Sheets. Dribbled off her foot, but collected in the front court. 7.5 to go in the opening period. Now in trouble is Sheets. She gets tied up by Nelson and a jump ball call. Arrow's going to favor the Lady Braves. Great job by Star Valley with the front court defense.
Avery England will take this out.
She will be in the backcourt to Nelson. Little pressure back there and across the timeline for the Lady Braves. 7:20 to go in the opening period. Here's Mackey, misses a three down the barrel. Saved, almost saved before it goes out of bounds by Star Valley. England and McGee both there, but out of bounds, and it's Natrona basketball back the other way.
Some full court pressure here brought to bear by the Lady Braves defense.
Natrona still dribbling in the backcourt. Star Valley trailing 1-0. Almost a minute into the game, as there's going to be a timeout taken early by Natrona coach Wolzen, as he was almost at a 10-second violation of the backcourt. We'll take a 30-second timeout. And 30. Back after this on SVI.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
This is Keith Kelly, voice of the Wyoming Cowboys, and you're watching the Star Valley Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
Region tournament in Evanston. Lady Braves on defense, and they force the ball loose. Still on the court. England goes to get it and gets tied up. No, they still play, and Natrona comes out with it. They'll have it on the right key. Pass up the key. Shot down the lane. In and good. Dutcher will drop it in, and it makes it 3-0 Natrona.
We'll give Dutcher credit. That was a mess, and she kept her head about her and got an easy shot.
Ambry Nelson will have the dribble. Top of the key for the Lady Braves. 6.5 to go in the opening period. Mackey, pressure on the outside. Bounces to Nelson. Dribbles over to the right side, feeds down to England, but not there. They're actually going to say England wasn't there because she was held, and so that's a foul on Natrona with 6:23 to play in the first.
And looks like Ella K. Sheets going to pick up her second foul. Only 2 team fouls on Natrona right now. She's got them both.
England bounces to the left key. McGee kicks it out. Nelson for 3. Tried to bank it, no good. Loose ball rebound by Nelson. Drive shot in off the glass. Ambry has the first points of the game for the Lady Braves.
That offensive rebound came right back to her in perfect in stride.
Ball tipped around on the inbound full court press. Still loose on the court. Now knocked around and picked up by Mackey. Cam will have it across the half court. Bump, no foul, goes to England. 6 minutes to go in the opening period. 3-2, Natrona on top, but Star Valley with the basketball. Right side is Mackey. Up top, bounces left. McGee fakes the pass inside, holds it, goes right. Wide open, Hudson Kleeman for three. Left rim, no good. Rebounded by the Phillies. Natrona basketball.
Rainer Reese comes down with that one.
5:38 to play in the opening period in this 4A West semi. 3-2, Phillies on top, Lady Braves on defense. Natrona works around the outside perimeter. Barons has the ball knocked out off of England, and it's going to be Natrona side out.
A couple of subs coming in for the Phillies. Number 22, Ava Culling, and number 30, Carly Dinkle.
Phillies will inbound up top. Bounce pass down low, and that's a turnover unforced on the Phillies, trying to find Vance and missed her. So it goes back to Star Valley.
Right here is where the Lady Braves need to take advantage, at least on the numbers, Duke, if they can. Natrona towards the bottom defensively, but in the two previous meetings, the Lady Braves have kind of struggled with the Philly defense.
Mackey takes it across this half court this time, right side, dribbles to the elbow, kick out to Nelson, fakes a three, tries to break down the defense, drives, slips and falls, and they're going to say untouched and out of bounds. Goes back to Natrona. 5:09 to play in the first period.
Get another look at it here on the Fall River Propane replay. Definitely tripped on a foot, but incidental most likely.
Philly basketball and fouled in the backcourt by Avery England. 5:07 to play in the first period.
First on England, second team foul. Each team with two, 5:07 to go. Ari Foster will check in for England.
Inbound backcourt for Natrona. Screen set, spin, and across the timeline with Nelson on defense. Dribbling is calling. Hesitates, has the ball poked away and taken by Mackey. Cameron has another steal. Will run the half-court offense with a pass left side to McGee. 4:50 to play in the first period. Down low to Nelson, saved it. Nope, not. Out of bounds.
She was anticipating trying to get it to Ambry here, but this pass really didn't have a chance. As you can see, Ambry tries to swat it back in to keep it alive, but really didn't have a chance at it.
Star Valley still with the full court defense. Natrona still leading at 3-2. Phillies break the press with Reese. Drive, kick, three in the corner. Vance, no. Rebound tipped and pulled in by McGee. Star Valley basketball. Lady Braves will slow down the tempo of the game. 4:30 to play in this first period. 3-2 still on the bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Hudson Kleeman on the left. Picks up her dribble, top of the key. Passes right to Ambry Nelson. Nelson will hold and go up top. Now down low to McGee. No dribble shot in the lane. Missed it, no good. Rebounded again by the Phillies.
Had a really good look. Just a little too strong, up and over.
4:07 to play in the first period. Ball on the right post. Foul. So beyond the floor. Inbounding will be Natrona from their own baseline. .404 to play in this first period. 13 foul on Star Valley, 2 on the Phillies.
That one going against Morgan McGee.
Phillies go left key, spin, shot, no, but a foul. No, jump ball call is what they give.
Well, personally, I thought it was a travel, but it's going to be one of them.
Arrow does favor Star Valley, so England will inbound on the baseline. 4 minutes to go in the first period, low scoring. 3-2, Star Valley trailing. Phillies have the inbound play kicked out of bounds off of Ambry. Nelson will cover the inbounder again. Looking up top, ball tipped and out.
I like the focus the Lady Braves defense is showing, right? Even on something like this, Duke, they're not giving up anything. It's going to take that kind of effort.
4 minutes to go in the first period. Inbound almost stolen by McGee. Collected, though, by Vance. Wants to drive, poked away by England, though, and England has the steal in the corner and across the half-court line. Avery stops in the front court, back to the backboard, looking for an outlet, and hands off to McGee outside the circle. 3:45 to play in the first period. Now Avery again drives the angle, pulls up and off the square and in. Makes it 4-3, 3:36 to go in the first.
Avery had a really strong offensive game yesterday. 10 points, I think that's That right there looks like she's carrying it over.
Ambry knocks the ball out of bounds in the backcourt.
Here's your Fall River propane replay. Avery realizes she has a little bit of space and puts in the runner for two, and the Lady Braves have their first lead.
Ruby Hill subs into the game. Mackey takes the dribbler across the half court on defense. Calling with the ball, works it to the right side. Key, spin, shoot, they wave it off. That's a travel. Goes back to the Lady Braves with 3:20 to play in the first period.
Natrona has the advantage in terms of their post players. That's the strength of their team. If the Lady Braves defense can force them to make a difficult shot without fouling, they're going to have success today. If they reach too much and put them at the line, it's going to be a grinder.
3 minutes and 16 seconds to play in the opening period. Ruby Hill dribbles to the baseline, stops, needs some help, double teamed, finds Nelson in the corner. Ambry drives, tough shot in the lane, off the square, no. Fight for the rebound, Ambry gets knocked down, no foul, but England gets it. Now England drive shot, no. And a rebound this time by the Phillies. Natrona basketball, and then there's going to be a foul in the backcourt on Ambry Nelson.
That might be a foul of frustration. There was a couple drives to the hoop. Star Valley maybe thought they deserved a call, didn't get one. Foul's going to go against Ambry Nelson.
Natrona inbounds against full court press. This time they handle it nicely with Coleman. Drives, kick, long two is good. Dropped in by Addie Vance of the Phillies to make it 5-4.
Coleman does a good job using her speed to bring the ball up the court. Got the assist.
Nelson, top of the key with 2:35 to play in the first. Lady Braves now down by one, 2:30 remaining. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Mackey dives for it, but collected by Natrona, and there's a block out of bounds off of Ambry Nelson as Natrona got the ball to Josh Behrens, and she's denied at the rim. It's going to be Natrona basketball on the baseline.
It's a good hustle by both girls here. Ends up in the hands of the Phillies. Here's the block. Leather sandwich there for Ambry Nelson.
2:24 to play in the opening period. Phillies lob the inbound up top to Behrens. Work left side. Here's an open three for Dinkel that's missed. Rebounded by Avery England. It's still 5-4. Phillies with the lead. Lady Braves with the basketball. England works left side. Now back to her. Tries to drive the post, but kicks over to the right. Mackey spinning. Hands off. Foster. She'll drive. Take it to the rim. No, but a foul. And Ari will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line where she will have two shots.
It's a great job by Ari to recognize she had a lane. Yeah, drew some contact, got to the line. Reese will be whistled for her first. Third team foul. And Ari to the line, and first one's no good. Lady Braves a little cold here to start the game from the free throw line. 0 for 3 so far.
Foster will have a chance to salvage this one, tie up the game. Free throws away, good, makes it 5-all, 2:02 to play. 14 fouls. The
steal by Nelson.
Ball is stolen on the inbound and then taken right back by the Phillies and then stolen back again by England. But that's I'm sorry, Dal. I got people standing in front of me, so I can't see what that happened. They call it backcourt violation.
I'm not sure. A bit of a chaotic. It's going to be Phillies possession here.
1:54 to play in the first period. 5-5. Phillies inbound backcourt to Josh Behrens. Now they'll set things up. Driving in, Reese. Kick to the outside, drive the right post is Coleman. Now with 3, they're going to say travel though before the shot. And the Phillies turn it back over, give it back to Star Valley with 1:40 to go in the first.
You can see Behrens here kind of shuffled her feet before she wanted to take this shot. This backcourt pressure, though, of the Phillies causing Star Valley to work a little harder just to get their possession and get a decent shot.
Ambry Nelson in the backcourt for the Lady Braves. Takes the dribble across the timeline. 1:30 remaining in this first period. Star Valley with 14 fouls as they go left side. Keys, spin, shoot in the lane by Avery England. That's good, and the Star Valley Lady Braves now lead 7-5.
Avery's going to go one side, tipped away here by Mackey. Avery was going to get blocked as she did that, so she pivoted back the other direction in the paint and got the bucket.
Phillies inbounding on their baseline, trailing Star Valley by 2. 1:17 to go in the opening period. Phillies inbound to the post. Driving is Barron. Shot is good to tie it at 7.
Really good post position early, getting that out of the inbound for Barons.
England across the timeline. Stops, bounce pass left to Mackey. Clock under a minute to go in the opening period. Nelson on the right. Looking inside, but nothing there. Goes to Hill. Wants to drive, but can't. Back to Nelson. Goes to the free throw line and then steps back outside. 48 seconds to go in the first period. Ball almost stolen, but Avery collects. Drives, kick. Mackey for 3. Good. A Star Valley Orthodontics triple for Cameron Mackey. 10-7 Lady Braves.
Cameron actually leads the team in one of the team leaders in three-point percentage.
England knocks the ball loose, but collected by the Phillies. They still have it with 25 seconds. Screen set up top for Coleman. Drive, shot, no, but a foul. 22 seconds remaining in the period, and that will put Coleman back to the free throw line. She'll have 2 attempts.
That's been an element of the Natrona offense so far. Coleman using some speed and really aggressive to the hoop. She's drawn a couple of blocking fouls and does so again. That foul went against Ari Foster. Coleman to the line now where she's 1 of 2. This one is good.
Pulls the Phillies back to within 2. 22.7 seconds remaining in this first period. Billy Coleman back at the charity stripe. Second attempt is also good. 1-point game, 10-9. Amber Nelson across the timeline for the Lady Braves. Lost the dribble but collected. Now passes to Ruby Hill. Goes back to Nelson, and she goes up and loses the ball. It was knocked out of her hands on her way up.
Boy,
it stays with Star Valley.
That was a beauty of a lob pass. Ruby finding Amber on that drive. That was most likely going to be a layup or some fouls. It's a great defensive recovery from the Phillies, too.
Morgan McGee will inbound on the low baseline. Bounces outside to England. Clock is at 9 seconds remaining in the period. McGee, right side, drives, dishes to England. Jumper at the free throw line, no good. Loose ball at 2, picked up by Natrona at 1. And they will put up a shot that falls well short behind the half court. And that will take us to the end of 1. Lady Braves leading by 1, 10-9 on the SBI Sports Network.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Here's more from Duke and Dow with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SBI Sports Network.
Start of the second period, Lady Braves with a 1-point lead, 10-9 against the Natrona Phillies in the 4A West semi. Winner advances to the Region Tournament Championship tomorrow, but more importantly, secures their place on the bracket at state. Ball tipped in the back at the half court, stolen away by the Phillies. Coleman to the rim, no good, but a Philly rebound. Dribble, tries to pass in the lane. Ball knocked loose, picked up by England on the run. She has Mackey down there, goes to Mackey, shot good. England lost the handle on the dribble for a split second, but able to tip it over to Mackey and Campbell score.
Well, so far in this game, whoever's able to recover from these crazy possessions, that might be who ends up winning this game.
12-9, 7:20 to play in the second. A 3 ball's missed by the Phillies. Big rebound. No, the rebound stolen by McGee, and then she's fouled in the backcourt. That was one of those where McGee just reached up and said, I'll take that.
Here's that previous sequence where Avery England comes out of the scrum, sprints up the court, dishes off to Mackey for 2. And that was a strong rebound for McGee on the ensuing possession. She's got 3, and Lady Braves up 3 with the basketball.
7:16 to play in the second period. Lady Braves find McGee on the elbow, back to Hudson, and up top to Nelson. 3-point lead for Star Valley. Nelson pulls up the jumper that's deflected, loose and out of bounds. It's going to stay.
It's like last touch by England. It's going to be Natrona basketball.
Phillies inbound. Reese with it in the backcourt. Again, pressure put on by the Star Valley defense. Phillies able to break it. Driving is Dinkle. She'll stop. Loses the ball, and it's out of bounds, untouched.
Boy, Morgan McGee's causing some issues. And previously on the full court press, it was Coleman who was breaking that. She's on the bench getting a breather right now, and the Lady Braves are able to force a turnover with her taking that breather.
6:50 before halftime. Lady Braves still leading it by 3. Just one foul called in the period. That's been given to the Phillies. Star Valley basketball. Nelson up top. One dribble pass left side. Picked up by Mackey. Back to Nelson. And back to Mackey again. She'll want to drive, pull up jumper mid-range. Off the rim, no good. The rebound comes down to Raina Reese. Philly basketball. No backcourt pressure this time by Star Valley after the miss. Calling across the half court. Tries to drive right post, kick out, corner threes away, halfway down and no good. Rebound lost out of bounds off of Star Valley. Nelson was there, and it's going to be the Philly basketball.
I don't know how that couldn't have been off Henry right here, just by the nature of where the ball went. So Natrona will get another chance. England has a seat substitution. Hudson Kleeman back in. Livy in there as well, Livy Kleeman.
Bounce pass tipped again by Nelson. And they'll inbound one more time.
I don't want to make the soccer joke again, but just kicked it a couple times today.
6:15 remaining in the second period. Inbound in the lane, and we'll have another jump ball. Nope, there's going to be a foul.
Star Valley crowd doesn't like it, and they voice their opinion. The official, I know this will shock you, the official's going to call it anyway.
6:13 to play in the second. A 3-point lead for Star Valley, but still on defense.
Second personal on McGee, so that bears watching with 6:13 left in the quarter.
Phillies look to inbound. Lob tipped and out of bounds again.
I really like the active hands the Lady Braves have had. They just got to keep working at it. Right now the ball kind of seems to be bouncing Natrona's way on some of them, but those deflections have also paid some dividends.
Dinko will inbound for the Phillies. Bounces to Calling in the front court. Spins and the ball poked away, but picked back up by the Phillies. They'll still have it on the outside, and a double dribble on Dutcher. That turns it back over to Star Valley.
Hudson Kleeman on that defense.
6:05 to go in the second period. Lady Braves still leading it 12-9. Nelson across the half court, picks up her dribble outside the circle, finds Foster deep on the right, and back to Nelson. Still working against this zone defense of the Natrona Phillies. Nelson stops, back up to Hudson Kleeman up top, and now Nelson wants to drive, double team stop. Back to the backboard, pivots and goes to Foster. Pass to Mackey, chest to post, but the defense is there, and again Nelson up top. She's double teamed on the elbow. Works it right side to Hudson. Foster on the wing. 5.5 to go in the second. Hudson jumper on the free throw line off the mark right. Foster rebounds, dribble shot, strong, no good. This time the rebound to Behrens. Natrona ball stolen away by Star Valley. Put up, no good. Libby battling for another rebound, and there's going to be a jump ball call. Lots of opportunities on that possession for the Lady Braves, just not able to find the net.
Well, two of them really excellent opportunities, just couldn't get it to go. A little strong over the rim. That's this one here, some contact, battling through it, but it's going to be all night long. You might as well embrace the process of how this game's going to go.
Dinka will inbound for the Phillies. Pressure in the backcourt by Star Valley. Finds Coleman. Nelson's with her. Coleman crosses the timeline and stops in the front court. 5:10 to go in the second. Reese lost the ball but collects it. England on her defensively on the outside. Looks for an outlet, able to hand off to Coleman. Screen set, Coleman drives, kick into the corner again. Three's away, no good again. And another rebound by Dinkel. She'll dribble, she'll shoot, miss. Got her own rebound again. Brought the ball down low and kicks it back outside. Extra pass, Coleman for three down the barrel. No, it does fall. Bounced in, or bounced out, and then dropped back in to tie the game at 12.
That's what I'm talking about. Multiple offensive opportunities. That's what it's going to take in this game, and the Phillies able to capitalize on their third chance.
4:32 to play, second period. Tied at 12 in the 4A semi. Foster, England, couple dribbles, back to Foster for three. No good, too strong. Ball tipped, and there's going to be a push foul off the rebound against Star Valley. 4:20 to play in the second period.
It's like Avery England going to pick up her second. So she's got 2. Morgan McGee has 2. 2 team fouls on the Lady Braves, 1 on Natrona with 4:20 to go. Substitution as it's like Libby Kleeman in there.
Phillies inbound backcourt to Dutcher. Works it to Coleman, who will take the dribble across half court. 4:13 to go in the second period. Pass right, down to the right key. Dutcher back to the backboard, one-on-one, spin, shoot, drops it in. Lead to the Phillies, 14-12.
Second basket for Dutcher. She's got 4 points.
Nelson finds Hudson, tries to bounce down the lane to Libby, and that's knocked around off of Natrona, stays with Star Valley on the baseline.
My opinion, the Lady Braves have got to get a little more aggressive to the hoop here in this second period. They've kind of been passing it around. They've been around the paint. They need to get in the paint and try something, because right now Natrona is setting up shop, and those low post players are not really even having to do anything.
Foster inbounds to the right side to Nelson. Back to Foster in the corner. Nelson on the wing. 3:40 to play in the second as Nelson dribbles to the top of the key. Mackey now left side. Now down low to Hill. Bounce back outside. Trying to go back to Gaskell. And she wasn't there. Pass goes out of bounds.
Would have liked to see Ruby just go up right there.
3:30 to play second period.
I think if she'd have gone up immediately, she'd have had a good chance at a basket or a foul, or maybe even both.
14-12. Star Valley trailing. Coleman in the backcourt. Nelson with her across the timeline on her left side hip. Now Coleman will stop outside the half-court circle with 3:20 to play in the second. Phillies lead by 2, 14-12. Outside dribble for Reese. That's Ella Reese. Goes to the elbow, back to Reese. Drives baseline. Double team kick out left to Coleman. Above the corner is Dinkel. Drives in baseline, and there's going to be a foul on the perimeter on Star Valley with 3:08 to play in the second.
Hudson claiming to be whistled for her second. So the Lady Braves are not in foul trouble yet, but they're thinking about it. McGee, Kleeman, and England each with 2, with 3:08 to go in the quarter. This has been a low-scoring quarter.
Inbound up top to Calling for the Phillies. Pass to Dinkel, spins down the post, double team goes up, and we're going to have a jump ball call. Lady Braves there to get the ball back on the possession arrow.
And Star Valley's got to get some points on this possession. There's 2 points in the quarter through 5 minutes played.
Phillies themselves with 5 points in the period with under 3 minutes remaining now. 14-12 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Hill, jumper on the elbow, no. Rebounded though by Gaskell, clears it back out and hops and travels. Turns it over with 2:46 to play in the second.
To me, Star Valley seems tentative. Even right there, they're kind of looking to make an extra pass. They're a little bit delayed on their decision making. I can see a little more assertiveness.
2 minutes and 45 seconds to play in this second period. Pressure in the backcourt again by the Star Valley defense. Mackey forces the ball up the right, and it's out of bounds. Trying to track it down was L.A.K. Sheets, could not. And Star Valley will have a turnover in the backcourt.
Speaking of foul trouble, Sheets has 2. She sat for a good chunk of that first quarter. She still has those 2, but not in trouble yet. Just something to keep aware of.
Nelson across the half court. Inside out movement. Left side Hill. Kick out McGee for 3. Too strong. Rebound fought for on the court. Dinkel pulls it out. It is Natrona County basketball. Phillies on the run. Defense recovers. Calling will have to stop and hands off backside to Coleman. And there's going to be a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be against Star Valley defensively with 2:10 to play in the second.
I think it's going to be on Ruby Hill. I say pushing her opponent out of the paint. That'll be Ruby's first. That is the 4th team foul, though, so Natrona can get to the line for the next 2:10 before the half.
14-12, Phillies still lead, 2:10 remains. Second period. Phillies run out of time on the inbound. Can't get it in. 5-second violation. Lady Braves defense again gets the ball back.
I think Star Valley's defense has played very well in this half. I mean, you've only given up 14. You've turned multiple turnovers in situations like that. They just got to find a way to put the biscuit in the basket. It has been a real struggle in this quarter.
No backcourt pressure by the Philly defense. Nelson across the half court, and that's where Coleman will pick her up. Looks at left side, McGee deep on the wing. 2 minutes to go in the half. Mackey right to Nelson. Defense is there on her on the right side wing. Dribbles up top and finds Ruby and around the arc to Mackey. 1:48 to play in the second. Star Valley swinging around the perimeter right now. Clock rolls down to 1:42. Hill on the outside. McGee, Gaskell on the left. Nothing inside right now for the Lady Braves. Everything around the perimeter, deep behind the arc. McGee on the right wing. Makes a move but can't drive. Pass to the left side corner. Nelson takes the three, no good. Rebound is out of bounds off of Star Valley.
I think they're going to call a foul here. Foul is going to go against Carly Dinkle. That'll be her first, just the second team foul on the Phillies with 1:22 to go. Avery England going to check in for Gaskell. And I think this is purely an offensive move here for Coach Erickson. He wants Avery to be aggressive.
Nelson, McGee, back to Nelson. Star Valley's had a hard time getting in the paint. Now they go left side key, back outside. England drives but shut down. Hill up top. Fakes right, goes left. England takes the three, hits the three. Avery regains the lead with a Star Valley Orthodontics triple, 15-14.
She's got 7 points.
Natrona, they lose the ball to half court on the inbound. Dinkle can't handle it. Goes back to Star Valley with a 1-point lead, 55 seconds to go before half. Nelson on the dribble. Right side is Mackey. And Star Valley again works the perimeter, passing the ball around. Now they go to McGee. Free throw line jumpers off the mark. Rebounded by Vance of Natrona. Out in front, Coleman. She'll stop, work it to the right side. Back to Coleman, and there's going to be a whistle. Something
on the court, maybe?
Yep. I think it may have been just a little finger tape. We'll pick it up.
Okay.
So that's just an official's quick timeout. 33 seconds before halftime. Still a 1-point Star Valley lead. Lady Braves on defense. Coleman collects the inbound as the clock rolls. She'll step back to the circle. Pass right side to Reese. Now down low and in. Elena Dutcher hits it. 1-point lead now to favor Natrona County.
She's 3 for 3 down there. She's looked really good.
Ball to England on the left. Wants to drive with 10 seconds. Back out to Mackey, and she'll double dribble.
Yeah, she stopped and then restarted her dribble.
7.9 to go, and Natrona will have the ball right back. They'll have about 3/4 court to go. And Phillies with a 1-point lead.
You do not want to foul if you're Star Valley. That puts them on the line.
With the dribble is Reese. Stoss ball tipped. Loose, picked up by England. 1 second. Gets the shot off for three. Goal!
Unbelievable!
Another buzzer beater for the Lady Braves. Foster had one yesterday. Avery England today. Both of them coming off a half-court steal. And right before halftime, Lady Braves back on top.
That is it's amazing how many of those have fallen for Star Valley this year.
18-16 off the Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Lady Braves by 2 into the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show. Live from Evanston High School on the SVI Sports Network. Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. but everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit Simplot.com.
4A West Region Basketball Tournament Day 2 semifinals on the girls' side of the bracket. At the half, it's the Star Valley Lady Braves leading the Natrona County Phillies 18-16 thanks to a steal and score at the buzzer, a three-pointer from Avery England.
It's been a bit of a trend this season, boys and girls hitting some big-time shots at the buzzer or just even at the end of the quarter or a half. Yeah, Avery picking right back up where she left off yesterday. She had 10 points yesterday in the game. She's got 10 already in the half, Duke, thanks to that triple.
Let's take a look at that score, deep in the numbers. Here are your halftime battle stats presented by Battleson Brothers, Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Phillies, Billy Coleman got things started early. She scored her 6 points to kind of pace the effort for Natrona County. Elena Dutcher went 3 for 3 from the field. She's got 6 as well. They were both tied for the team high. Addie Vance and Josh Behrens, each with 2 points. Rebounding-wise, the Phillies with an advantage there, 12-8 on my stat sheet. The Phillies 1 of 6 from the three-point line, just 17%. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%. The Lady Braves shooting better at the three-point line, and that's the difference right now. 3 of 9 from beyond the arc, and 2 of those from Avery England, including that last one. She has 10 points to lead the way. Cam Mackey had the other one, and she's got 5. 2 points for Ambry Nelson and 1 point for Ari Foster. That's the scoring. Lady Braves trailing in the rebounding numbers, as I mentioned, and just 1 of 4 from the free throw line. So slight lead, still plenty to do here on the halftime battle stats.
Brought to you by Battleson Brothers, Carpet One Floor and Home, where you will find quality, price, and service. Visit Battleson Brothers Flooring, south of the Arch in Afton. Here at the break, do want to give a special shout out and thank you to Silver Star, the Bank of Star Valley, and Aspen Physical Therapy. Being a postseason tournament, SVI Media does have to pay a substantial fee to the NFHS network in order to do a video broadcast of these games. And we're not talking just a few bucks. It's into the thousands.
And it's every game. It's every single game.
It's into the thousands of what this tournament would end up being at the end of the weekend. And so it doesn't happen without the help of Silver Star, the Bank of Star Valley, and Aspen Physical Therapy. Those 3 businesses have teamed up to allow us, as well as our broadcast partners at County 10 and the radio network, to broadcast these games throughout the tournament live on SVI. So give them a thank you, please. If you go to the tournament watch page at SVInews.com, you can find links to those 3 businesses, to their contact pages. Please send them a note of appreciation, because they're the reason you're watching this game for free today on SVI. Silver Star, the Bank of Star Valley, and Aspen Physical Therapy. Now let's take a look at your trivia, see if we can give away a gift certificate to Star of 89.
And our question tonight is where was the last true neutral site game played between these 2 schools? Meaning neither Casper nor Afton. I'm not counting State because that's played in Casper. The last true neutral site game, where was that played, where and when? Use our texting number 307-203-4637.
First correct answer wins the trivia and gets a gift certificate to Swirl and Star of 89. It's the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show. Braves lead by 2 in the semis of the girls bracket. SVI Sports Network.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
Break, Star Valley leading Natrona County 18-16. Now let's see how Star Valley's done with those Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Well, key number one, I was wanting them to shoot 40% for the game. Right now, obviously a little bit below that. I've got them at 27%. Key number two for me was get McGee to the line. She shoots 82%. She's 0 for 2 so far, but I still think that's good policy for her. And then everybody rebounds. Right now, the Lady Braves trailing in the rebounding numbers 12-8, so plenty of work to do there. But right now, the Lady Braves with that slim 2-point lead. That's your Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Let's go down courtside to Millie Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report.
Coach Erickson said one of the biggest priorities heading into the second half is stopping Natrona's post. The Lady Braves plan to start fronting the post and to make it harder for the ball to get inside. Offensively, Erickson wants to see the girls stay calmer and more patient. With the game this close, he noted that the girls have started to rush possessions and play a little panicked, which has led to several empty trips down the floor. Despite that, Coach said he's satisfied with the defensive effort so far, noting that in a regional semifinal game, he'll gladly take an 18-16 score heading into this halftime. And then looking ahead for the second half, the focus will be handling Natrona's ball pressure and making sure every possession counts. Erickson talked about the importance of taking care of the basketball, staying composed, and avoiding the empty possessions that have hurt them so far. Hoping that the Lady Braves will be able to slow things down offensively and tighten up their defensive post, and they'll be able to keep their lead and close out the game in the second half. We'll send it back to you, Duke and Dow.
Thank you, Millie Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report. Locations in Afton and Alpine. Answer to the trivia question is Rock Springs, correct?
That is
the last
correct.
neutral site. So we do have
2010, 2011.
We do have a winner. Phone number ends in 5594. Congratulations, 5594. We're underway here in the second half to close out the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. It is going to be Natrona County basketball with the Phillies trailing by 2, 18-16. They'll work it quickly down low. Shot, no, but a foul. And just like when the game started, there's a quick foul on defense to send the Phillies to the free throw line. This will be Elena Dutcher to take the two shots.
Cam Mackey give me whistle for this one. And Dutcher's been an issue down there. She had great position. Even when she hasn't had excellent position, she's been able to finish with a good post move. They got to deny her where she was right there. First free throw is good. She's got 7 points.
Makes it a 1 point difference. 7:48 to play in the third. 18-17. Dutcher's second free throw is also good. That ties it up here in the REIC Rentals third period of play. 18-18. Star Valley with the basketball. Work it inside out. England tests the baseline, shut down, bounces to Hudson, who hooks it up and in. Great find to Hudson, who finishes it off.
And Hudson, she can score. She had a 20-plus point game clear back at Flaming Gorge. She can put the ball in the hole.
7:20 to play in the third period. A 2-point lead for Star Valley. And the ball is loose and out of bounds. Last touch by, they're going to say Rocks, or by Natrona.
Yeah, Cam's going to retreat clear to the inner reaches of the Evanston High School gym. They say last touch by the Phillies. Kitty corner from us, Duke, so I guess we'll have to take their word for it.
It's a 2-point lead for Star Valley. It's going to be their basketball. No backcourt pressure as Nelson takes it across the timeline. Mackey, Nelson. 7 minutes to go in the third. McGee on the left wing. Bounces to Hudson. This time it's batted and stolen. Quick double team, but able to pass it away is LK Sheets, and then up front to Coleman. Across the half court, 2-point lead for Star Valley, but back on defense. Coleman slows down the tempo, has the screen, stops and passes left side to Reese. Reyna drives in the lane, shot no. Rebound picked up by England on the run. Defense is there, so she'll slow down and across the half court. McGee, left, extra pass to Nelson in the corner, but no shot. Clock down to 6:30. Work around the arc to Mackey, deep right. 6:23 to play in the third and rolling. Lady Braves still by 2, just one foul called in the period that's been against Star Valley. Nelson cross court to Mackey, open three, takes the shot, off the rim, no. And a rebound foul on Star Valley. Up to get it was LK Sheets. She's bumped down to the court by Nelson, and Sheets is slow to get up.
Yeah, she hit the ground pretty hard. It's like she's going to try and play through it. Foul is going to go against Ambry Nelson, her second team foul. Natrona, no team fouls as of yet. 6:11 to go here in the third.
Star Valley still on defense. Natrona inbounds on their side of the floor, or on the backcourt, I should say, rather. 6:05 to go, third period, and Natrona throws it away. Backcourt pressure forces a bad pass that Coleman can't get to. Lady Braves get it back. England will inbound side out in the front court, just inside the half-court line. 6 minutes to go in the third period, and a bad pass leads to a turnover. Trying to bounce it to the free throw line, but taken away by Sheets. Natrona County basketball. They work it over to the right side, dump to the right key, dribble, shot, and in. Rolled across the rim for Elena Dutcher and falls.
They haven't had an answer for Elena Dutcher. She's got 10 points. She's made all 4 of her shots, and that's starting to become an issue.
Tie game again, 20 apiece. Free throw line jumper on the elbows, no good. Missed by McGee, rebounded by Coleman. Tries to go out in front, but McGee tracks it down and tips it out of bounds. It's going to be with Natrona on their end. But they will inbound on their own baseline.
Dinkle and Collin come in. That's been a pretty consistent substitution for the Phillies.
5:25 to play in the third period.
Boy, and I'm putting a body right on Dutcher if I'm them.
They inbound to the left post to Sheets, and she'll spin and shoot. No, but a foul. That will put them back to the free throw line. LK Sheets, the senior, will take 2 attempts.
It's going to be foul number 3 on Hudson Kleeman. And Sheets to the line to shoot 2. 3 team fouls on the Lady Braves in the first 2 minutes and 38 seconds of the quarter. Free throw is good.
One more in the REIC Rentals third period. When your job needs serious equipment, from excavators to aerials or heating, let the experts at REIC help you get it done. Second attempt is good.
Phillies 7 of 8 from the line. That's definitely helping.
22-20, 5:18 to go in the third period. Nelson to England, back to Nelson. 5:10 to play. Clock continues to roll as Star Valley passes the perimeter. Working against the 2-3 zone of the Phillies. The ball tipped out of bounds, not touched by Star Valley. It was batted away by Collin. Mackey will inbound for the Lady Braves as Ruby Hill subs back in. Hudson Kleeman will sub out. Inbound to Nelson up top, right side to England, goes to McGee, jumper below the elbow, bounces and rolls around and drops. We're tied up again at 22.
Let's see if that helps McGee get a little more confident. Her first.
Across the half court is Calling. Ball stolen by England. She's all alone and will lay it up and in. A steal and score. The Lady Braves lead by 2.
12 points for Avery. She's having a terrific tournament.
Avery really getting back into the feel of things with that knee injury. Still wears the brace, but just gets better and better with every week. Dinkel spins down the right post, blows by the defense, but missed the shot. Rebounded by England. She'll have it on the run. It's a 3-on-2 break. Goes to Mackey. Back to Hill. And she'll miss the shot, but the rebound is to Hill. She'll clear it back outside. And then England gets knocked down in a foul. And it will be Star Valley basketball. Talking about that knee, Avery kind of holds on to it, adjusts her brace a little bit after getting tripped up.
That's where all the parents who ever had a sports injury for their kid, they hold their breath for just a minute. Foul went against Carly Dinkel. That's her third. Not necessarily foul trouble, but she'll that's something to watch for the Phillies. She'll have a seat on the bench with 4:08 left in the third.
Avery also does sub out after that collision. Foster subs in as Nelson drives, pop shot, no, loose ball rebound on the court, and I believe the Phillies are going to come out with it, or when they call it travel, they do. Getting the ball was Ava Calling, but then kind of fell over the defense, the other team, and that'll be a travel.
Teams have played really hard, and as they should, Duke. Look at the schedule. The loser of this game plays Kelly Walsh in an elimination game tomorrow morning.
McGee, jumper is short off the inbound, tipped out of bounds, stays with Star Valley after the rebound was knocked loose off of the Phillies. Still 24-22, 3:50 to go in the third period. Inbound to Mackey and up top to Nelson. Ball tipped, but Nelson recollects, now drives, stops on the elbow, and there will be a foul on the Phillies. 3:47 remaining in the third period.
Going to call Ella Reese for this one, her first, second team foul on the Phillies.
Foster inbounds out to Mackey, right side wing, couple dribbles there, looks to Hill on the elbow, stops, can't get off the shot. Now Nelson, she'll drive, stop, shoot, no, rebound loose and out of bounds. Last touch by Foster, and it's going to be Natrona County basketball. They'll have it back the other direction with 3:34 to play in the third period.
Star Valley had several opportunities there, just couldn't get any points out of it, and now they'll put on some full court pressure.
Still 24-22, Lady Braves up by 2, and Nelson tips the ball out on the inbound play. If you had a stat for inbound deflections, Nelson's going to lead that every game.
Yeah, she's probably pushing double digits every game. I think they do keep track of that. I just don't. That's too much.
What's one more call on, Dal? Come on. 3:32 to play in the third. This time the Phillies do get it in. Pass up front to Calling on the run. The defense is there. Forces Calling over to the right side. Now with 3 balls away, no good. Mackey's there for the rebound and quickly double teamed, and a jump ball call. Mackey thought that whistle might be a foul, but it's a jump. It does stay with Star Valley, but the arrow flips. A good look at it on the Fall River Propane replay as Foster will inbound in the backcourt against pressure. Nelson back to Foster. 3:20 to play in the third. Foster still behind the timeline, now breaks the pressure in the front court. Has a screen from Nelson. Defense stays with her. Ari, good dribbling. Step back. She'll take the 3. Oh, and it's missed. That would have been huge. She got the separation on a good move, but couldn't hit the 3. Goes back to the Phillies.
And the Lady Braves need a second scorer. England carrying the load tonight with 12. Mackey has 5, but needs some other players to get in the scoring column.
Ball knocked loose. Nelson will have it. Outlet to Ruby Hill as Nelson was on her belly to get the ball. Hill up to Mackey, now back to Foster. She's outside above the baseline, up top to Nelson. 2:50 to play in the REIC Rentals third period. Screen set for Mackey, but she can't collect the pass, and now there's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Erickson before a 5-second violation. 2:45 to go in the third. First timeout called by Star Valley. We'll take it as well. Lady Braves 24, Phillies 22, back in 60 on SBI.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCST2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcst2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcst2.org and click Job Openings.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
That was a tough thing there. Ball went through Ambry's hands, went right down off the angle of her foot, right out of bounds to the Phillies.
So that was an inbound play that the Braves did not want right out of their own timeout. 4 timeouts remain for Coach Erickson, also 4 for Coach Wilson of Natrona. 2:37 to go in this REIC Rentals third period. Philly basketball with Ella Reese. It's actually Billy Coleman, rather. Works it right side to Calling. She'll dribble to the elbow, back to the backboard, pivots, spins. Ball tipped on the pass and stolen away by Nelson. Collected her own tip, now Nelson wants to run. Across the half court, she might go all the way, doesn't foul. Ambry to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 2 shots to come.
Ambry's done some of the pull-up jumpers from about 10, 15 feet tonight. She's only made one of those. I think this is where she is able to put some of these games away. She's aggressive, she drives in, she gets to the line, and she's generally been pretty dang good at the line. Lady Braves haven't shot a free throw in this half. This will end that. Nelson's free throw, too strong. Star Valley's, they're struggling a little bit from the line right now. 1 of 5.
Lady Braves still lead by 2 with 1 more to go at the Riverside Dental free throw line for Nelson. 2:14 to play in the REIC Rentals third period as the free throw bounces and rolls off the rim. No good. That looked like it was going to fall. It just didn't want to. Dutcher on the rebound for the Phillies. Pressure in the backcourt by the Lady Braves. Out in front to Barthel. She'll take it across the half court. Now Natrona sets it to the offense with Coleman. Right side is Barthel. Ball moving around the arc, and that's going to be a foul on the floor against the Lady Braves as the Phillies try to pass into the key.
Second personal on Ruby Hill. 4th team foul, so with 1:53 to go, the Phillies will be in the bonus.
Natrona will inbound. They have 3 team fouls themselves. Tossing this in is Billy Coleman. Looks right, nothing. Up top, left. Able to find Dutcher in the corner. Ball tipped on the court, loose, and a jump ball call. Hill was there. It was McGee who knocked it loose, and then Hill's the one that forced the jump. It stays with Natrona, but Star Valley able to flip the arrow.
Cam Mackey checking in on the dead ball, and she will sub in for Ambry Nelson.
Billy Coleman will toss this in again. Lob up the post, collected by Coleman, and she's fouled on the shot. It's actually L.A.K. Sheets, I believe, who's fouled on the shot. And she goes to the Riverside Dental free throw line, 2 attempts from there.
Star Valley crowd didn't like that one. 3rd personal on Ruby Hill, and that sends Sheets to the line where she's 2 for 2 tonight. And make it 3 for 3. On the season, a 48% free throw shooter, and in fact, Duke, the Phillies shoot just a little over 50% as a team on the season. Right now, they're 8 of 9, so they are killing it at the line.
1 more in the REIC Rentals third period, formerly known as Black Mountain Rentals. Same employees, same service as the free throw is missed, but rebounded by the Phillies. Barthel got the board, back outside and around the arc. Star Valley leading by 1. Dutcher drive, shot, foul. And that puts Elena Dutcher to the free throw line. 1:37 remaining and a 1-point lead for the Lady Braves.
And, well, the scoreboard has 3. I thought that was foul number 4 on Hudson Kleeman. However, Elena Dutcher will go back to the line where she's 2 for 2 today. First one too strong.
Remains a 1-point Star Valley lead. 1:37 remaining in this third period. Second attempt. High off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Livy Kleeman, Star Valley basketball. Clock rolling at 1:30. Hudson fakes a pass inside, goes to Livy. Now down low to Cam, back out. England takes the shot, missed the 3. Rebounded by Coleman on the run. Billy wants to go coast to coast. Crosses the lane, missed the shot, out of bounds and off of the Phillies. Goes back to Star Valley with 1:11 on the clock in the third period.
Boy, points at a premium in this game.
Coleman, McGee across the half court, lost the dribble but recollected. Dribbles to the left side wing. Screen set by England, and McGee is up on top, goes to Hudson on the right. England, top of the key, under a minute to go in the third. Livy Kleeman, left wing. She'll work it to Mackey, and now England again. Avery wants to make a move but can't get in the lane. Kick to McGee for 3, off the rim and no good. Rebound to Dutcher of the Phillies. Natrona County basketball down by 1 with 38 seconds remaining in the third. Phillies are in the bonus. Drive on the angle, nothing. Kick up top again to Coleman. She'll step back to burn some time with 26 seconds and counting. England puts the pressure on her. Front court. Ball tipped, stolen by Mackey. One-on-one on the other end. Mackey drives, stop, shot, but they'll get her on the travel.
Yeah.
It was good,
but
when she stopped, her foot slid, and that is the correct call. The travel, the shot was in.
Boy, that's a tough one. Drug her foot just a couple inches, but very visible.
You can see on the replay the slide.
Oh, heck, that wasn't even a drag. Yeah, it was a slide.
7.1 to play in the third period. Phillies get the ball back. They inbound against full court press on the defense. Ball up the right side and across the timeline. 10 seconds to go in the third. Lady Braves by 1 and on defense. Phillies in the front court corner at 4 seconds. 3, 2, deep 3. They lost track of time and it sails out of bounds. Ava calling from the volleyball spike line, puts up the shot with 2 seconds left. And it ends the third period with Star Valley by 1. Heading into the fourth, it's Lady Braves 24, Phillies 23 on SBI. The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SBI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SBI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SBI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Start of the fourth period in Evanston. Phillies and Lady Braves. 8 minutes to go in a tight 1-point game, 24-23. Star Valley basketball on the inbound. Mackey looks to Nelson in the backcourt. Able to get it in. Star Valley trying to advance to the region championship game. Here in the semifinals, Phillies though, just a 1-point difference as Nelson drives, mid-range jumper, pull up halfway down and then it dropped. Oh, that one looked like it was going to pop up somehow, and then it fell back in.
Well, that's kind of how it's gone this game.
Calling, she'll drive, put up a wild shot, fading away, no good. Mackey on the rebound for the Lady Braves. Star Valley with a 3-point lead.
And Ambry might have got a piece of that.
I think the largest lead in this game has been 4, if I'm not mistaken.
By the Phillies, it was 14-10.
So it's been a tight game the entire way. Here's Foster, fakes a 3, drives the angle to the rim, no, but a foul. Love the aggression by Ari. Shot fake, and then blew by the defense and draws the contact.
Whistle will go against Raina Reese, I believe is who that was on, her first team foul. And just for the sake of momentum in a close game, the Lady Braves have got to reverse this free throw trend. This one, again, too strong. Right now, Star Valley 1 of 7 tonight from the free throw line.
When they played in Natrona, it was very similar until Cam Mackey went to the line a few times late and hit them all. Second free throw, no good.
Wow.
26-23, Lady Braves lead by 3. Phillies with the basketball. Out in front to Calling. Extra pass tipped out off of Foster. It will stay with the Phillies on their end, but Foster, good hustle.
Yeah, that really was. Otherwise, yeah, we're probably looking at a layup here as the Phillies were able to break the press.
Inbounding is Dinkle for Natrona County. Up top to Calling. 7 minutes to go in the game. Calling will square up the offense in the center court. Still has her dribble, now picks it up. Passes to Sheets. In the lane, spin, shot blocked by Mackey. Ball out of bounds off of the Phillies.
Well, that's the first time somebody's gotten the better of Elena Dutcher tonight on the low block. She was perfect until right here, yeah. Just happened to get it on the way up and then crashing in there where the Phillies ends up being off of them.
And the Star Valley Lady Braves turn it over on the inbound. Pass goes over Nelson, out of bounds, untouched. The Phillies will have it right back with 6:51 to go on the fourth. So Dinkle will inbound now for Natrona County. On the baseline, lob up to the elbow. This is Calling, wants to drive down the post, scoop, no. Rebounded by England. Calling falls, and now numbers for the Braves, 5-on-4. Mackey, left side wing. McGee takes a deep 3, short, no. Fight for the rebound on the court. McGee goes down to get it, somehow gets it to Hill. Hill shoots, no.
Oh my goodness.
And then a travel on the rebound. No, they're gonna get a foul. Looked like Dutcher kind of fell on her own. I thought that might be a travel, but they're gonna blow the whistle against Star Valley. Here's McGee digging that out. Just not able to hit it.
Boy, Star Valley a couple of chances here. Well, that's a terrible call. They don't get the advantage of the replay like we do, so I'll just preface it with that, but nobody touched her.
And then a foul in the backcourt on Star Valley. 6:25 to play in the fourth. Lady Braves leading by 3, 26-23. 2 team fouls on the Lady Braves after that one.
Mackey picks up her second.
Inbound at the half court to Dutcher. Back behind her to Dinkle. Stops on the left wing, takes the 3, miss. Rebound loose on the court and out of bounds. Last touch by the Phillies, and it's Star Valley basketball.
This is like a street fight. Of course, so have the other 2 matchups, the one in Afton and the one in Casper. And yeah, these girls it is like a rugby scrum when that ball is loose.
Ball almost thrown on the inbound, lost out of bounds. It's always hard to beat a team 3 times.
Well,
Star Valley won the first 2, 36-30, 38-32.
And they were both just grinded out down to the last couple of minutes. Could have gone either way.
England looking to inbound. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Nelson, and it's Natrona basketball.
That was Raina Reese. Yeah, Dinkle and Reese have almost come up with forcing a turnover here.
Sorry.
They're putting on some pretty good pressure.
Not last touch by Nelson. Stays with Star Valley. It was knocked out by the Phillies. Now they get it into Mackey. Tough defense by Coleman. Mackey looks for a screen. Coleman falls. Player trips. Now Mackey falls. Ball's on the court, and we'll have a jump ball. It gets tied up. No foul because, or at least initially, because it was teammates falling into each other. Not sure how you missed the one where Mackey falls, though, with 6:01 to play in the fourth. 26-23. 3-point lead for the Lady Braves, but it's Philly basketball. Dinkel will toss it in. Does to Dutcher. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. We've been stuck on 26-23 for a while. Ball tipped by Hudson, but recollected by the Phillies. Natrona on the outside with Dutcher, dribbles to the elbow. She gets tied up and fouled. They'll get McGee on the whistle with 5:44 to play in the game.
Third personal on McGee. No team fouls on the Phillies as of yet here in the fourth. 5:44 to go.
Dinka will inbound now for the Phillies. Does right, block it in. Bounce pass to L.A.K. Sheets, who will score. Back to within one are the Phillies.
Sheets now with 5 points.
And then Hill has the ball through her hands, over her head, out of bounds. Unforced turnover on the other end. Phillies have the ball back with 5:35 to go.
Boy, those are killers.
Phillies back within one, 26-25. Lady Braves in a full court defense. Dutcher in trouble, back behind the timeline, and there's a timeout taken by Wilson. Ruby Hill, great defense. And Natrona will call the timeout to make sure that they keep possession. 5:29 to go in the game. We'll take the timeout as well. Lady Braves lead by 1. This will be a 30-second on SVI.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
This is Bill Riley, voice of the Utah Utes, and you're watching the Star Valley Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
After the Natrona County timeout, Phillies have 3 timeouts remaining. Star Valley has 4 with 5:29 to play in the fourth period. It is Natrona basketball, 26-25 Star Valley in the 4A semi. Here's Coleman across the half court, covered by Nelson. Nelson shuts down the angle drive and forces the ball back outside to Vance. Down the post, now kick out. Vance for 3, back iron, no. Rebound by the Phillies and fouled on the putback.
Josh Behrens came up with the rebound, and the Phillies they came into the game with the rebounding advantage, and they've got one that's not huge, but it's still 5, and that's definitely helped them out today. Behrens to the line for the first time tonight. Free throw is no good.
Remains a 1-point lead here in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Local agent Sandy Nield and Austin Callison, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Morgan McGee has a seat. Second offering from Behrens coming up. No good.
Missed them both. Rebound up for grabs and pulled in by England. Star Valley basketball. England is then fouled. Stops the clock at 5:11. Star Valley will have the ball side out in front of the Natrona bench.
It's like Addie Vance going to pick up her second team foul.
Inbound backcourt. Quickly back to England. Looks for some help. Goes to Mackey. Pressure in the half-court line. Mackey double-teamed and bumped and fouled. That was a late whistle. I thought we were going to miss one, but they do get it. 5:03 to play in the fourth, and another foul on the Phillies.
I'll also say this, Duke, the scoreboard changed. Star Valley had 3 team fouls, and after that dead ball, they had 4. So I don't know if that's correct or if we've missed one somewhere, but
keep an eye on it. Nelson goes to England. Back to Mackey on the left, and Nelson up top. Lady Braves with a 1-point advantage. Bounce to Hudson on the elbow. Down to Hill. Baseline jumper. Too strong. No. Mackey flies in for the rebound. Bounce up to England. Free throw line. Jumpers in. Great job by Cameron Mackey to fly in for the rebound. Bounce pass up the key.
That was a huge play.
And then the jumper is in from England. Timeout on the court. We'll take another 30-second break on SVI.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in Alpine, Wyoming.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Braves have been dancing all weekend.
I don't know
love
how
the PA sound.
I don't know how they're so calm. I'm a wreck right now. I'm nervous as heck.
4:40 to play in the fourth. Can't say Star Valley's not having a good time in this region tournament. They lead by 3 after that jumper went in for the free throw line by England. Natrona basketball. They're at the free throw line. Drive shot, no, but a foul. It was a heads-up play by the sophomore Elena Dutcher to lean into the rim and draw the contact.
Boy, she is going to be a handful. Just a sophomore, and she has been really tough on the low block. That's foul number 4 on Ruby Hill, by the way. 15 foul. This one on the shot anyway. Dutcher's free throw off the mark this time. She does have 10 points, 3 rebounds on my stat sheet. She's leading the way for Natrona. There's a lot of youth on this team. She's a sophomore. Coleman's a sophomore. This is a Natrona team. These names, you're going to see a bunch of them back next year.
Hill will sub out with that foul. McGee subs back in. Free throw is good that time. Dutcher will hit it to make it a 2-point game, 28-26. You mentioned the foul count. They do make that Star Valley's 15th foul, so that does put the Phillies officially in the bonus. Here's a great pass to Hudson. Missed the shot, though, on the low block. Open look. 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Chance here for the Phillies to tie or take the lead. Double team, tip, out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Braves. Mackey was there to tip it loose. 4 minutes to go.
This game has been so tight. Neither team, other than that one little aforementioned 4-point lead early, neither team's been able to get that 2-possession lead. And boy, Star Valley had a golden opportunity right there, and just they have missed some layups tonight.
Another timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. 4 minutes remains. Rock Springs timeout back in, Natrona timeout back in 60.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
This is the SVI Sports Network with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball.
The boys team has the late tip-off again at 8 p.m. tonight in a semifinal game at Green River. Here in this one, though, the Phillies have the basketball against the Lady Braves. Good defense on the shot, no good. And the rebound by Hudson Kleeman. Star Valley basketball. Lady Braves lead by 2, 3:48 to go in the fourth period. Phillies are in the bonus. Natrona with 3 team fouls. Hudson, right corner and around the arc. Left side to Nelson. She'll step back. Bounce to McGee on the elbow. Kick up to England. Drives the right post. Goes right to Mackey for 3, and it's good! Largest lead of the game at 5 after the Star Valley Orthodontics triple by Mackey.
You know, one of the things I uncovered this afternoon, Cam Mackey actually leads the team in three-point percentage at 33.
Here's Coleman. She can't hit on the dribble drive. Ball ripped away by Star Valley. It was Cam there, and then she's not fouled, but just knocked out of bounds.
Boy, Cam had such a big fourth quarter for that win in Casper. She just had the rebound and the assist before the timeout, and now she drains the triple.
Inbound up in front to Hudson, and she can't track it down. Ball batted and stolen by the Phillies. Out in front, Coleman has her pass tipped and lost out of bounds. Almost collected by Mackey, but it is out, and it will be Natrona basketball.
Coach Erickson pretty fired up on that sequence.
Not sure he was a fan of the inbound play with 3:03 to go.
I think you're right.
And there's Natrona inbounding, ball tipped, but back to the Phillies. Work to the left elbow for the jumper. No. Rebound is pulled in by Cameron on the run. Mackey will take it up McGee. McGee on the rebound on the run up the left side, and now she'll find Mackey. England left wing. 2:44 to play in the game.
And in a game like this, up 5, no shot clock, dude. That's the last. This is one of the last weekends. That'll be a factor.
A bucket here for Star Valley would seem huge the way this game has gone. It's been within 3 or 4 points the entire way. So now to be up by 5 with the ball. 2:25 to go in the game. McGee and a big collision underneath.
Ouch.
And they're going to call a foul on the Phillies as England goes down and again grabs that knee. Also down is
England. Oh man.
And the training staff rushes out to help England. I was talking with Coach Erickson today. We were talking about just how far England has come and how she's finally starting to get back to her true form. Every week she was getting better and better and better. And now both players are still down on the court, Sheets and England.
They actually called the foul on Dinkle, by the way, number 30. You can see why. Bit of a hook there.
England gets up. She's going to walk off the court on her own power. She seemed like she tweaked it earlier in the game and she left and then was able to come back in.
You can see why both those players. Well, and then I think Avery fell over the top of Sheets, and I think part of it even landed on Sheets' head.
Sheets is going to go to the locker room. Avery is to the bench, but Sheets to the locker room.
I wouldn't be shocked if Sheets is getting looked at. I think Avery might have come down at least partially on her head.
Well, she'll just go to the training table, actually, not to the locker room. They're going to look at her ankle.
Oh. Good thing I'm not a doctor.
Head, ankle, what's the difference? They're going to take off her right shoe and get the tape out.
Well, hopefully both of them are okay.
2:23 to go in the game. Big collision, inbound play knocked out of bounds by Dinkle. 4th team foul on Natrona, so the next one puts Star Valley in the bonus. Lady Braves lead by 5, 31-26. McGee looking to inbound, goes to Hill in the corner. Dribbles to the elbow, stops, back to the backboard, pivots, bounce pass to McGee. Oh, and she missed the shot, but a rebound by Hill. And Hill will lose the ball, but picked up by Mackey. Star Valley still has it.
Goodness.
I don't know how McGee missed. That's one she's going to hit every single time.
There's been several of those tonight.
But now back to McGee, ball tipped, loose, and picked up by the Phillies, and then a foul on Star Valley.
That's on Hill. She is done.
5th team foul adds insult to injury after Star Valley just can't hit those shots.
That's foul number 5 on Ruby Hill. So she has fouled out.
Coach Erickson going to take his time, has his fingers interlocked behind his head.
Which does help you think, by the way.
It does.
It's like, good news for Star Valley. Avery England going to come in after that last sequence.
Oh, that's fantastic news.
Yeah, that looked bleak for a minute or so.
She's still on the score table, putting her right shoe back on, so she's taped, and she still has a little limp, but she actually is going to go back to the locker room after getting taped up. And the free throw is good for Coleman to make it 31-27.
And Coleman, 4 of 5 tonight from the line, 7 points.
2 minutes to go.
It's a chance to add another.
Second free throw, bouncing, no good. Rebound loose, and McGee will come out with it. Star Valley basketball still leading by 4. Mackey in trouble in the backcourt. There's going to be a blocking foul on the Phillies. That puts Star Valley in the bonus. And Cam Mackey, just like in Casper,
Reagan
late in the game into the free throw line.
My apologies, Duke Reagan Barthel. Oh, actually going to call it on Ella Reese. Excuse me. Cam has not been to the line yet tonight.
Lady Braves have not shot well, and that one is no good at the strike.
Star Valley right now, Duke, 1 of 9 from the line tonight.
One more from the Riverside Dental free throw line.
And this has been a pretty good shooting team on the season. About mid-60s, 63, 64, 65, kind of in that range for the season. Not tonight, though.
Second one is good. Salvaged it to push the lead back to 5.
9 points for Mackey.
Every point is so crucial. Pressure in the backcourt. Phillies pass across the timeline and throw it away. Lady Braves defense forces a turnover at the half court, and they get it back with 1:46 to go. Huge turnover, 32-27. England will inbound, side out for Star Valley in the backcourt.
When both teams in the bonus and the way the Lady Braves have shot free throws, you might see Natrona foul early here.
Inbound to McGee and quickly to England. Front court corner. England spins and is fouled. Oh, not the foul Natrona wanted. That's going to put Avery England to the Riverside Dental free throw line. Looks like maybe just a real slight limp with that left knee. 1:37 to play in the fourth.
First attempts of the night for Avery, who's had another really nice effort. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists. That free throw is short. Lady Braves now 2 of 11 from the stripe.
LK Sheet subs back into the game, so that's a good sign for the Phillies.
That's great. Good to see both those players back in.
After that collision, you thought, who knew? But second one is short and an air ball.
Well, if the Lady Braves escape this one, Duke, that is the free throw line will be something they will look at and wonder.
5-point lead for Star Valley. Once again, these two teams gritting teeth down to the bitter end. And another turnover on the inbound collected by McGee. Double team, kick out, Mackey gives it up, and England will step back to burn clock. 1:30 to go. A 2-possession lead for the Lady Braves. Nelson dribbling to McGee in the corner.
And that's who you want to have it if you're Star Valley, is McGee and then Nelson.
Nelson in the circle, double team, back to McGee. Burning clock down to 1:16. Want to force Natrona to foul, they do. That puts Ambry Nelson to the Riverside Dental free throw line with a 5-point lead, matching the largest lead of the game and a chance to extend to 6 or 7.
Of course, all bets are off tonight. Star Valley 2 of 12 from the line. Nelson to the line, and boy, how many times has she helped salt a win away this year from the free throw line? Chance to do it here, and good.
Makes it a 6-point lead with 1 more to go. This to push to 3 possessions. No, too strong. Rebounded by the Phillies, but down by 6. 1:10 to go in the game. Phillies trail Star Valley 33-27 with the ball. 3 from Barons. Good! Huge shot and a timeout by the Phillies.
Just the second made triple for Natrona. Couldn't have come at a better time for them.
1 minute exactly remaining, and the Phillies call a timeout, a full timeout on SVI. The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Big 3 ball from Natrona falls. Now it's down to a 3-point game. Star Valley with the lead and the basketball. Backcourt pressure. Phillies not fouling. Triple team Nelson still behind the timeline and just across the timeline to McGee. Back to Nelson. Now Star Valley can force the foul. They do. Coming over is Raina Reese with a little 2-hand shove just to make sure everybody knew.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, are they trying to foul? No question on that one.
Nothing over the top, but
yeah. Oh, yeah.
enough
Like
to
that.
make sure everybody knew.
That is her 4th, FYI. And now Nelson to the line. Ambry 1 of 4 tonight from the line on the season, 64%. This one's good.
34-30, back to a 2-possession game with 46 seconds remaining. Again, winner of this one advances to the region tournament championship.
And I would say more importantly, Duke, you qualified for state. You don't have to worry about that tomorrow.
Free throw, no good. Rebound, saved before going out of bounds by the Phillies. Sheets will collect it. Finds Coleman. 40 seconds to go. Coleman across the half court. Stops at the top of the key. Passes up top, back outside. Billy for 3, no good. Rebound and foul against the Phillies. McGee went up for it. She is not down. They're going to get Dutcher, I believe, on the whistle.
First personal on Dutcher. And McGee to the line, 82% free throw shooter, but 0 for 2 tonight, which has been the theme. There you can take a look at it again.
29 seconds remaining in the fourth. A 4-point Star Valley lead, both teams in the bonus. McGee hits every part of the rim, and then it falls out.
Star Valley 4 of 17 at the line. Their worst free throw shooting game of the year by far. Second one is good though.
5-point Star Valley advantage. 27 seconds.
Oh, you don't
and
want
a
to do
blocking call on Nelson in the backcourt. It's going to put the Phillies to the free throw line.
Well, and the thing about that, stops the clock, gives the Phillies a chance to cut into this with no time coming off. That's that's not the foul you want to commit.
And Coach Erickson looking like a cactus with his hands up in the air, trying to keep him say, "Don't foul."
Free throw's no good for Coleman. She'll get another.
Still a 5-point lead for the Lady Braves. 26.9 to go, and one more free throw for Billy Coleman.
And the Phillies they're going to be right back about where their average is. Second one, no good.
Rebounded by Star Valley, missed them both, and then the Lady Braves throw it away. Pressure in the backcourt, and it goes to the Phillies. Out of bounds, 23 seconds remain. Still time in just a 2-possession game.
Boy, if Coach Erickson has any hair left after this one, it'll be a shock. This one's been a wild one. Don't show his head.
20 seconds. Coleman fouled in the lane on the shot.
It's going to be foul number 5 on Nelson. So Ambry has fouled out, joining Ruby Hill, who fouled out earlier this quarter. Ambry fouls out with 6 points, a couple of steals.
And, of course, you miss what most right now is just handling the ball and getting to the free throw line with Ambry out.
Absolutely. Ari Foster checks in. Coleman back to the line. Tonight she's 4 of 8.
She'll have 2 attempts. No good. And the Phillies leaving a lot of points off the board as well down the stretch from the line.
The Phillies were 8 of 9 at one point. They are now 10 of 21. So both teams have really struggled at the line. Star Valley the whole game. Phillies in the second half.
Second one's good. Makes it 35-31. Back to a 4-point difference. Foster collects the inbound, and she's fouled. Ari goes to the line. Again, the first time these two teams played, the final 36-30. The second time, the final 38-32. Right now, 15 seconds to go, 35-31. Star Valley won the first 2 and currently in the lead here in this one.
And Ari 1 of 4 tonight at the line. For the season, about 63%. This one's good.
Makes it 36-31. A 5-point Star Valley lead, 15.6 seconds to go. Another attempt here for Ari Foster. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Coleman. 10 seconds and a timeout taken. Natrona will take the timeout. Last timeout for Coach Wolson. 10.5 seconds remaining in the game. We'll take the break back at 60 on SVI.
Ever
wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
Here's more from Duke and Dow with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SBI Sports Network.
He's with the basketball, a lot of time off the clock. 3-2, then they take the three off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound, and that's it. It's over. Lady Braves load up the bus to Casper for the state tournament next weekend. Your final score: Star Valley 36, Natrona County 31. Lady Braves hold it off and will play for the region championship with the number 1 seed out of the West tomorrow evening, but they will be at the state tournament next weekend. Your final: Star Valley 36, Natrona County 31. Phillies, of course, still have a chance to go to state, but they will be in an elimination game tomorrow morning, and if they win, will play for the 3rd and 4th seed.
And not just that, against Kelly Walsh. So, man, what a Saturday morning battle that's going to be.
Post-game coverage presented by Silver Star. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. We'll get Coach Kate Erickson's thoughts on this one in our post-game coverage. He'll be on the court with Billy Kazare. We'll also have your post-game scoring stats and your player of the game, all up and coming and on the way, as the Lady Braves do pull off the win and will play tomorrow for the region championship.
You got Green River and Evanston coming up this next game, and that will be who they will play as the winner of that game.
Looks like we do have Millie Kazare ready with Coach Kate Erickson. Millie, take it away.
Okay, Coach. So I ask this almost every week, but what are your overall thoughts?
What a gritty win. We were not knocking down our free throws like we wanted. We fouled them too quick in the fourth quarter, so put them at the line. And then you look at the fourth quarter, man, we boarded up well. There's a few times we didn't get the board that we needed, but I just love this group of girls. They are so gritty and tenacious, and that's how we got that W tonight. So
yeah, and then you always talk about how much you want is because it's like a super high pressure game, and you always talk about how you want the team to stay composed and strong throughout it. What are ways that you saw that tonight?
Yeah, they were composed. There's the one time we had to call the timeout just because we weren't composed. But, I felt there's actually a time in the third quarter nobody wanted the ball, so I had to get after them a little bit, and they stepped up and took control of the ball in that fourth quarter.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, and congrats on the win again. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll send it back to you, Duke and Dow.
Thank you, Millie Kazare. Perfect timing for the Evanston High School band to also get things going. And now let's take a look at your stats presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Phillies, Elena Dutcher. She had a terrific game, 11 points, 4 of 6 from the field, had 3 rebounds, 8 points for Billy Coleman, 5 points apiece for L.K. Sheets and Josh Behrens. Addie Vance had 2 to round out the scoring. The Phillies 2 of 13 from the three-point line, 15.4%. 11 of 22 from the line, right at 50%, which some nights, you can always look at that, but Star Valley shot even worse. The rebounding battle that Coach Erickson touched on, Star Valley trailed by 5 or 6 for a good chunk of the game. It ends up being a 1 rebound difference, so they really did cut into that at the end of the game. Star Valley led tonight, scoring for the second night in a row by Avery England. Avery finishing with 14 points. She also had 6 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists. On my stat sheet, Cam Mackey, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals as well. 6 points for Avery England, 3 for Morgan McGee, and 2 apiece for Hudson Kleeman and Ari Foster. The Lady Braves go 4 of 15 from the three-point line, 26.7%. That is about their season average. And then survive an abysmal night at the free throw line. 6 of 19 were the Lady Braves tonight, 31.6%, but they found a way to win anyway. And they are going to state, and they are going to the finals tomorrow. That's a look at your Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home Postgame Battle Stats. Quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. Now, how about that player of the game with the help of Star Valley Skidoo? Going to go with Cam Mackey tonight. Cam with those 9 points. She also had a couple of really key offensive rebounds, had an assist that helped Star Valley get that 2-possession lead late. Going with Cam Mackey tonight for our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Congratulations to Cam. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. That is StarValleySkidoo.com. Lady Braves going to state officially. They will play for the region championship game at 3 p.m. tip-off time tomorrow afternoon here at Evanston High School. They will play either Green River or Evanston, who will be playing right after us here in this same gym. Green River is favored. We'll see how it all plays out. And it could be Star Valley, maybe Green River tomorrow in the region championship game. Boys, scheduled tip-off time at 8 tonight. Looks like we're about 40 minutes behind schedule as of right now. So we'll see that game maybe tipping off closer to 8:30 or 8:40 this evening tonight. Of course, we'll have the live coverage for you here on SVI Media. Star Valley Lady Braves hold on to win. And we'll have them again tomorrow. That's it for the Silver Star post-game coverage. I'm Duke Gantz with Dal Erickson, live on the SVI Sports Network.